Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a special general election news round. I'm Ricky. We're coming to you live from outside the Houses of Parliament here in London on a really important day for the future of the country. Good morning, this is Newsround, where you join us live. It's a really busy morning here. In the last 15 minutes, we heard Big Ben chiming away. There's a helicopter above us and loads of journalists here because yesterday it was the general election when millions of adults from across the UK vote on who they want to be the future Prime Minister and how the country should be run. Well, all through the night, those votes were counted one by one while you guys were sleeping. So you're asking, who is the winner? Well, there is no clear winner in this general election. The Conservative Party, led by the Prime Minister Theresa May have won the most votes, but they've not done well enough to form a government all on their own. Theresa May stays on as the Prime Minister for now. We'll be hearing from her throughout the morning. And although the Conservatives are the biggest party after the election, it's been seen as a big defeat for her. Many people expected Theresa May and the Conservatives to do better than they did. Well, Martin's been staying up all night, so here's what's happened overnight.
It's just gone 10 p.m. The doors are closed, all the signs are coming down, and the polling stations are now officially closed. It's now time to take all those votes so that they can be counted. The ballot boxes are then rushed to places like this. Right now, I'm in Leeds Town Hall, and check out all this excitement. Hundreds of people counting thousands of votes, and I've got to say, I'm getting a big concentration vibe here. Yep, lots of concentration.
It's actually really exciting a night like this because everywhere around the country this is happening. You know, in every city, in every town, there are groups of people doing this.
It was a long night, especially for a lot of nervous supporters of Prime Minister Theresa May's Conservative Party. That's because they did much worse than many people expected. It's a massive blow for the Prime Minister. She didn't need to have an election, but she decided to have one anyway. Even though they came second, the Labour Party, led by Jeremy Corbyn, did much better than people expected.
Labour and Cooperative Party, 20,000.
This is a big deal. This seat was currently held by the Liberal Democrats. Now Labour have taken it. Overall, there's no clear winner after an exciting night.
Thank you, Martin. Well, one thing we do know about this election is that it definitely isn't straightforward. So how are the politicians feeling this morning? Bring on the emojis. Watch this.
The big question is, who has won the general election? But it's not as simple as that. Let me explain. Theresa May's Conservatives have won the most seats, so you'd expect them to feel like this. But they feel like they've lost, as they have fewer people in Parliament than before. Jeremy Corbyn's Labour has come second, but they feel like they've won as their numbers have gone up. In Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon's SNP won more than any other Scottish party, but they also had a confusing night as they won a lot less than before. The Liberal Democrats are pleased as they won more seats than before. So who's in charge? Well, Theresa May is still the Prime Minister, but she has a lot less control in Parliament. If she wants to stay like that, she'll have to make some deals with other parties.
So it is a pretty confusing picture to be waking up to this morning here in London, outside the Houses of Parliament. There are loads of journalists running around trying to make sense of it all, and that's not easy when you haven't had much sleep. Now, as I mentioned before, the Conservatives won the most votes, but not enough to form a government all on their own. Now, when that happens, it's something called a hung parliament. So what is a hung parliament? Here's Jenny.
To win, a team or party needs to reach the magic number of 326 MPs. That's more than anyone else put together and means you can put your plans through Parliament. If you can do that, then you can be Prime Minister. But if no single team can reach the target, then they're going to need help to claim victory. And this could take a while. One way is to borrow MPs from another team to get the winning high score. But if that's still not enough, they'll need to borrow MPs from 2 or even more teams to get them over the finish line. This is where it can get tricky. If everyone isn't happy with a deal, then their partnership could crumble. If a high-scoring team can keep control and work with other teams, then they'll have the best chance to hit the score of 326. Well done, Leah. You've won. We've got a Prime Minister and a government. It's off to 10 Downing Street.
So there you have it. That's what a hung parliament is. I hope you can hear me because it is really noisy down here. We've got this helicopter flying just above me outside the Houses of Parliament. Well, I will be here throughout the day bringing you all the latest updates. So don't forget, if you want to find out more, you can head to Newsround online. That's where you'll find some really interesting guides and the story of today. I'm going to head to number 10 Downing Street, which is about a 10-15 minute walk away from here. Theresa May should be making a speech later this morning, and we'll be bringing you all of what happens throughout the day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.